Let's talk about Pit. Pit is a very interesting character in Brawl and is very unique. Pit is one of the only characters in Brawl who has the glide mechanic. This can help Pit recover. Pit already has the ability to fly, but his up special recovery can let him stay in the air for a much longer amount of time and gives him a great recovery. This recovery is one of the best in Brawl because it easily gets Pit back to stage and is great for avoiding ledge guards because Pit can fly way above his opponent to where the majority of his opponents won't be able to ledge guard him. Pit can also go underneath certain stages to avoid ledge traps. This would probably be the best recovery in Brawl if it weren't for the fact that if Pit gets hit while using the move, he won't be able to use the move again and might die as a result if he's off stage. This usually won't happen, but if Pit's opponent has a good projectile that can reach Pit off stage, it could gimp this recovery. This up special also can get Pit quicker down the stage to avoid getting hit repeatedly by his opponent when he's above them in the air. This up special is one of Pit's best moves. His other special moves are great as well. His side special is a good close range move that protects Pit, and it can also reflect projectiles. Pit's down special is his best move for reflecting projectiles and is not a bad option to use to block the opponent's move when Pit's shield gets too small. Pit being able to reflect projectiles and have a great recovery that makes it good for avoiding ledge guards makes him a good defensive character. His best offensive move though is his neutral special bow and arrows, which is one of the best projectiles in the game. It is definitely the quickest projectile in the game and has the best range of any projectile. The animation of the arrow lasts for so long that Pit can actually loop the arrow in a complete circle before the move ends. Pit is able to do this because his arrows can be controlled when he shoots them, allowing the arrows to be curved. To show you just how long the animation on one of these arrows lasts, here is a funny clip from when me and my friend were each playing with Pit.
Nice try.
I love how both of the Pits kept trying to say nice try, but the arrow was being reflected back at them so quickly that they could only say the word nice before they ended up reflecting it again. That clip showed not only how quick and long lasting just one of Pit's arrows is, but also how good his down special is at reflecting quick projectiles. So far with everything I've said about Pit, you might be thinking that he might be one of the better characters in Brawl. Well, unfortunately, that is not the case because while he is great at recovering reflecting projectiles and has possibly the best projectile in the game, he really is one of the worst close combat fighters in Brawl. Even though Pit has two blades that are similar to swords, they are not very big and don't have good range. Most of Pit's close range moves don't have good range because of this and will often get completely outmatched in close-up combat. His best close-up moves are his tilts, all of which have decent range and are pretty quick. His down tilt and up tilt are great moves and can be used in combos. His up tilt can combo into his back air, which is pretty good because his back air is one of his only kill moves. His down tilt can combo into his forward air and also can be comboed into with his side special. This means Pit can use his side special into down tilt into forward air, which is his best combo and is a great way for him to rack up damage. Pit is really good at racking up damage with these tilts and his projectile, but the problem comes when he has to kill. Pit really has only two legitimate kill moves in his back air and his forward smash. Both have horrible range though and will be tough to land. His up tilt and the back air combo is the only way he can set up his back air, but he still has to hit the sweet spot of the move or it won't kill. His forward smash is kind of something he can just use use to kill when his opponent is vulnerable or if he just gets a hard read, but this move is going to be very difficult to land. Pit's other smash attacks are also not very good. His down smash has a bit of kill power but horrible range, while his up smash is the opposite with good range but horrible kill power. His forward tilt at ledge can also kill, and his dash attack can kill too, but these are more like last resort kill options if his opponent is lasting past 150%. But neither of these moves are easy to land either, because his forward tilt has some startup lag and his dash attack has horrible range. Pit is horrible at approaching his opponents because this dash attack's basically useless. He doesn't have great speed either, his aerials don't have great range, and he can't dash and grab because he's not very fast and his grab range is horrible. Thankfully though, this doesn't matter because Pit doesn't need to approach because his projectile is so good and he can reflect the opponent's projectiles on top of it. If Pit didn't have his arrows and had to approach his opponents, he would legitimately be one of the worst characters in Brawl. Yeah, his arrows are definitely his best move because of how great they are as a projectile and how they save Pit from having to use his horrible approach options. Pit is honestly just a pretty great defensive character while being horrible offensively. His lack of having any good kill options really hurts him, and he is not great at ledge guarding, so he won't be killing that way either. But his great projectile, good tilts, and special moves are what makes him a decent character. Finally, let's talk about his final smash. Pit basically calls a bunch of his little minions to do his dirty work for him on this final smash, while he just sits there and watches them beat the daylights out of his opponent. This final smash is decent, but won't usually kill Pit's opponent when they are at lower damage. This final smash's effectiveness also depends a lot on who Pit's opponent is. Characters with good air mobility and good evasive moves will be able to do a pretty good job of avoiding the majority of Pit's little helpers. But characters who are not very agile like Ganondorf are just going to get eaten alive by this final smash. Overall, it's a decent final smash, but there are definitely a lot better ones with better kill power. I hope you enjoyed this character analysis episode. If you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, remember, a character can be great defensively, but if they struggle to kill, they won't be winning very much. This is Joel Cook saying see you next time.